Hey, what's up guys, Houston here. Look, if you've been relying on Credit Karma to be accurate, to give you real information, then I'm sorry to disappoint you. They're not, okay? They're giving you a fake credit score, all right? And I know it's embarrassing when you decide to go to a car dealership. You go to the car dealership and Credit Karma says, hey, you have a 700 credit score. And then the car dealership comes back and tell you that, hey, your credit score is about a 560. And you're scratching your head like, wait a minute, Credit Karma just told me that I have a 700. Well, why do they give you that information? Where does that information come from? See, here's the thing about it with Credit Karma, all right? And I tell people, you have two types of scorings, all right? You have your Vantage scoring, and then you have your FICO scoring. 90% of your lenders, they use a FICO scoring method, okay? Especially like when you have challenging credit and stuff like that, they really want to see what is, most people don't even know that they have a auto loan score. That's right. You have an auto loan FICO score. And if you never seen it and you want to see it, click the link in the description. Pull your credit report from FICO and you'll see you actually have an auto loan score. All right. So the numbers that you're seeing from Credit Karma, those Vantage 3 scores, those numbers, again, I continue to tell people they're from 80 points off. All right. Now, another reason is that because of the data, they're not bringing in all the data from your credit file, okay? Now, here's the thing about it that people like about Credit Karma. Say that you have a negative item on your credit file, okay? With Credit Karma, you can dispute it right then and there, right? And so usually within 48 to 72 hours, that negative item is off your credit report and it jumps. But here's the reality. That negative item doesn't update in the real credit bureau. With the real credit bureaus, the FICO scores, it takes anywhere from 25 up to 35 days for that information to update. Okay? From 25 up to 35 for that information to update. And again, the reason is because it hasn't been properly investigated. So the only investigation is directly with the credit bureau. And so because the credit bureau has to follow Fair Credit Reporting Act laws, whenever you dispute something, they have to immediately stop reporting it, right? And because there's one machine is contacting or communicating with another machine, now it's like, wow, I got instant credit, right? But that's not the case. That's actually not the case because there was not a thorough investigation on if the information that you're disputing was accurate. Okay, so let me break that down so you can understand that the information that you're disputing with Credit Karma, yes, it comes off right away, okay? But at the same time, don't be surprised when you assume that because your credit score jumped up within 2 to 3 days that's my credit is ready. That's not the case, all right? Another way that Credit Karma lies to you about your credit score is, again, with credit cards. See, here's the thing about it. Credit Karma is a lead generation system. All right, and so for every credit card, that application that is submitted and approved, they get affiliate commissions for it. So when you're on Credit Karma, okay, and you just seen your credit score go from 650 to 740, right? Because you disputed a few negative items in the next 48 to 72 hours, your credit file was updated. Hi, mamas. You want to say hi? Come here. Say hi. You say hi? All right, I'm putting you down. There you go. There's your time on camera. Sorry, guys. Every now and then she'll want to pop out and say hi. But going back to Credit Karma, that credit card application that you put in, all right, they'll say, hey, since your credit score went from a low 600s up to high 7, then you will be able to get approved for, say, Chase card, right? So they tell you approved for a Chase card. Now here's the thing about it. Chase doesn't use Vantage score. They use FICO score 8. And they're going to either pull your FICO score 8 Experian or TransUnion. Okay, sometimes they'll pull both. All right, but the thing about it, you come back and you're like, how come I was denied if my credit score was this high? Again, because that data has not propagated over to my FICO, and that information has not been investigated, right? So this is the problem with people trying to go to a car dealership or trying to get a credit card. Now, in terms of what credit unions or banks use a Vantage Score 3 TransUnion. Now here's the interesting thing. Major banks, they will give you your Vantage 3 TransUnion. American Express will give it to you. Capital One will give it to you. Chase Bank will give it to you. They give you those scorings. Those are predictable scores. Those are not your actual scores, right? Or they're trying to appease the government, I should say. They're trying to appease the government by giving you a free scoring system so that you can get a guesstimate of where your credit score is. But that's not your actual score, all right? Now, another way is, again, with loans. Say that you need a personal credit loan, right? Let me tell you, like, with credit unions that look at Vantage score, because I know some of you all may ask, the only credit union that I know of that actually will look at a Vantage score is a Consumer Credit Union. Okay, and yes, they do offer business accounts. So Consumer Credit Union may be one that you want to take a look at that looks at a Vantage score. All right, now that being said, when it comes to loans, all right, because of that Vantage score, and when you go to traditional banks, and this is also a big factor, you can have a 750 FICO score, and although you have a great credit score, because you have a debt to income ratio over 50-55%, major banks like Chase, American Express, Bank of America, if you're trying to get a loan, they'll turn you down because of your debt to income ratio. All right, so that means that you would have to go and look at other lenders that still, again, they don't use Vantage. They will use like a FICO 9. So you're looking at financial institutions like Upgrade, you're looking at a Upstart, or some of the other tribal lenders, I should say, like Uprover and IndyLand. Okay, so if you're not trying to get a hard inquiry and you're trying to get a loan, then those are the lenders you want to look at. But when you're trying to get a loan and you're thinking that the banks are going to give you a loan, if you have a high debt to income ratio, they may not give you a loan. I'm almost certain of that. And then with the like I said, with your Vantage score can be high, but at the same time, because it hasn't transferred over to the FICO score, then they may deny you as well. Now, one other way that Credit Karma confuses you when it comes to your score is with your mortgage. Most people are not aware that they have a mortgage score. You have a 2, 3, 4, and 5 mortgage score, okay? And some credit unions actually use your mortgage score to actually give you a credit card, okay? So some of the things that in terms of if you have a low credit score and you're trying to go for a mortgage, then I would tell you to look at your local mortgage brokers. I wouldn't go to a bank to try to get a loan. I would look at your local mortgage brokers, or like some credit unions that have flexibility, like Navy Federal. They're like real flexible when it comes to a low credit score in your mortgage, especially if you're a veteran or something like that. All right, but for you understanding how Navy Federal misconstrues the information, it's because of them trying to get leads, and every lead that's approved or loan application or credit card application is approved, they get a kickback from their affiliate commission from that, and it's on their website. But most people think that they're just giving me a free credit score, and that's not the case. The credit score that they're giving you, does not reflect what your FICO score is, all right? So if you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.